Those of you who grew up with abusive parents, did you ever hit them back? As a teen I came home from school one day and went to my room to change and start my homework. I had reports to do and tests to study for. I was home for less than 15 minutes when I heard my mom screaming for me to get my ass into the kitchen. She had thrown a luncheon for several of the officers' wives, using the good china of course, and wanted me to clean the mess up so she could fix dinner. Mind you, I hadn't been home since 6:30 that morning and it was around 4 p.m. now, after I walked over a mile home. Cause she never picked me up and I was 1/4 mile short of riding the bus. So the dishes stacked on the kitchen table, in the sink and over all the counters had sat for several hours as had the mess she made preparing the luncheon. I walked into the kitchen and immediately got the sharp pointed finger poking me in the chest as she screeched at me about ignoring the mess to hang out in my room, neglecting my responsibilities. I tried to explain about the reports and tests. Nope, what did I expect that she would do the dishes herself? I did answer her and she didn't like that at all. I had suggested that maybe she should have cleaned up the cooking mess as she worked, or loaded the dishwasher, and maybe used disposable dishes instead of the fine hand wash only china. Well, my homework and studying could wait. It always had to wait until whatever she wanted done got done. I ought to be thankful I had a roof over my head and food to eat. Then she hauled back her hand to slap my face. Not unusual, but as I was hot, tired and really needing to do my homework I was fed up. So, for once I blocked the slap. I simply knocked the hand aside. That made her even angrier. Now instead of slapping me she came at me with the claws scraping my face and tearing at my eyes. I took one of her arms by the wrist and twisted the arm away from my face and she started yelling about me assaulting her. When the other came toward me in a fist I